bulletin, you will find a hymn and 2 pages from the back opposite the page that says Assisting in God's House tonight. The hymn is All My Heart This Night Rejoices, and it's a Christmas hymn that is likely to be very unfamiliar to many of you gathered here tonight. I chose it because I like it. And I chose it because of the power of the words combined with the music. This hymn is from a 15-stanza text written by Paulus Gerhardt, which first appeared in a German hymnal in 1653. Now, astute church historians among us will note that it was almost 100 years after the Protestant Reformation, and hymnals were becoming pretty standard addition to churches at that time. You'll be happy, or perhaps relieved, to know that we're not singing all 15 stanzas, but only 3 of the 4 that appeared in the hymnal 1940. These are, incidentally, stanzas 1, 7, and 8 of the original 15-verse text. The tune was composed by Johann Georg Oberlin, and it became associated with this text in a German hymnal that was first published in 1666. This is the earliest hymn that I remember learning for the late Christmas Eve service as a boy alto singing with the choir at St. Andrew's Church, Elyria in 1971, 40 years ago. In 1977, Joni Van Wormer, who was the organist in 1971 and is still the organist at St. Andrew's, in 1977, Joni asked a group of parish members, myself included, to form a string quartet to accompany the hymn during Christmas Eve services that year. We practiced, and we practiced, and we practiced, but the weather didn't cooperate, and our cellist from North Ridgeville got snowed out, as did most of the congregation. It was really snowy that Christmas Eve, and the big hullabaloo in the Wilbert household was weather-related. Could we make one trip to St. Andrew's at all, let alone getting me there early for a rehearsal? So after a few phone calls back and forth, remember this was way before the internet or texting, it was decided that if I could get to church about 15 minutes before the service, we'd regroup. When I arrived, Joni broke the news that we would just be 3 violins without a cello. And I remember feeling really, really disappointed. And then in her usual upbeat and positive style, Joni said, well, you know, I'll just play the bass part on the organ pedals, and voila, the music was saved. Part of the good news tonight is about redemption. And here we are, 34 years later, and I have a string quartet to accompany this hymn. So, as we gather to celebrate the mystery of the Word made flesh, let me ask, what in your life needs redemption? May your heart rejoice at the good news ringing through the air tonight, not only in our music, but in our story and in our sacrament.